Hey everyone, this is D-Vyne and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're visiting this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that when I upload new videos, you're the first to know. Now we have a lot, and I mean a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. Guys, I'm not gonna really say I'm surprised by this, but according to several reports, it looks like Cardi B allegedly went ahead and filed for divorce from her husband, Migos rapper Offset. And not only that, but in just a few more days, they would have been celebrating their third wedding anniversary. Hollywood Unlocked broke the story, reporting that they contacted the Fulton County Superior Court, who was able to confirm that a divorce petition had been filed by Cardi B, whose real name is Belcalis Almanzar, against Offset, whose real name is Kiari Cephas. Now, back in about September 2017, the two rappers secretly wed, and then that same October, Offset proposed to her on stage while they were both performing at Power 99's Powerhouse concert in Philadelphia. And it was not until the following year that it became public that they actually married before that proposal even took place. They also welcomed a beautiful little girl, Culture, less than a year after they tied the knot. And it has been a rocky road ever since then. There have been several cheating accusations. He was caught in a cheating scandal just 1 year after they said "I do." This man seems to thrive on embarrassing this woman with his behavior in the streets. And while they did have some cute moments as a couple, and I'm sure they've had many good memories, I honestly felt that this was inevitable if he kept things up like this. After that embarrassing cheating scandal, he went on stage during one of her performances at the end of 2018 to apologize publicly. I personally did not find that cute. This man took his toxic ass on stage after what he did, forcing his will on this woman instead of giving her space to process things and heal. So that was all about him and much less to do with her, who he actually hurt. Then he followed that up with another scandal, which we previously reported on, involving him allegedly sliding into Tekashi 6ix9ine's girlfriend's DMs. She exposed him on social media, showed the messages he sent, and him and Cardi fired back with this elaborate explanation that he was hacked. If you want to know more about what went down, go ahead and check out that video. Now, according to TMZ, Cardi B is seeking primary physical custody and legal custody of their daughter Culture. She's also requesting that Offset pay her child support and cover her legal expenses. Also, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like she had a prenup in place, as she's asking for an equitable division of all marital assets. I felt like maybe that was the case, but I was hoping that maybe she had sorted out a prenup, but it's looking like that may not be the case. Now, yesterday, the Neighborhood Talk caught this on Cardi's Instagram story. She shared a post which said her heart finally told her to stop wasting her time, to which she added, "It's time," as her own personal caption. Now, I don't know if Cardi's gonna go through with this, if she's gonna see this through. In the court document, she specified that they are currently separated and that there are no prospects for a reconciliation. But I mean, she took him back after the first cheating scandal, and for all we know, she could just be trying to teach him a lesson because he messed up again. I mean, the last time they broke up, she got a public apology on stage. She has stuck by this man through several other cheating allegations, so anything is possible, but I will definitely be staying tuned to see how this develops. I think if it is true, then it would be good for her. I mean, she could finally spend time focusing on herself and furthering her career without him making a fool of her at every single turn. I think at this point it is clear that she deserves better, but Cardi seems to have this ride or die mentality that will just end up causing her a lot of heartache. Now, in other news, earlier this year, a story broke about former Mayor of Tallahassee and former candidate for governor of Florida, Andrew Gillum. He was found unresponsive in a hotel room in Miami Beach with a male escort and was linked to a suspected meth overdose incident. If you want to know more about the original story, check out the 2 previous videos I did talking all about what went down that night. Andrew Gillum recently appeared on the Tamron Hall show with his wife, RJ Gillum, in his first interview since the incident to talk about all the drama that occurred. It seems that the interview was set up by his wife, so clearly she pushed the issue and felt like this was the right move to just get it all out into the open in an attempt to control the narrative and maybe salvage his political career? She has clearly decided to stick it out, as they both explained that this was something she was well aware of before they even got married. Andrew also publicly admitted that while he isn't gay, he does identify as bisexual. I'm not exactly shocked, since they did just find the man naked with a male escort in a hotel room. It kind of seems like Andrew's finding everyone to blame but himself for this embarrassing situation that he placed himself in. He has tried to portray himself as a victim at some points, as if he didn't just walk right into that hotel room with another man. Unless he's gonna say that the escort somehow caught him unawares and knocked him over the head before dragging his unconscious body into a hotel room only to strip him naked, then all of this just doesn't make much sense. He was either cheating on his wife or about to, since we don't know exactly what went down. But based on what the escort had to say at the time, they were definitely fooling around. So if we are to take his word for it, something was going on between those two. He was naked as the day he was born in that room with another man under the influence of alcohol, as far as he is willing to admit, and lying in a pool of his own vomit. No one put him in that situation. The only thing I can probably say is that the person who took that picture and released it was wrong. Clearly this person was an opportunist. I mean, catching a former candidate for governor of Florida in a position like that is a goldmine for someone with no principle. Not everyone is trustworthy, and let's not forget that he was also doing something wrong as well, since he was stepping out on his wife and children instead of being honest with himself and his family. Clearly he has certain needs that cannot only be met by RJ, or else he wouldn't be seeking out the attentions of men. With his career goals being what they are, and seeing how other politicians have faced backlash from big sex scandals in the past, he should have exhibited more self-control. Yes, it's not really anyone's business what his sexual preferences are, but when you portray a happy-go-lucky nuclear family to the masses, especially when you have big political aspirations, you're gonna find that your business becomes everyone else's business as well. He tried to excuse that by mentioning the president.
But Donald Trump is president. You got elected officials who are on tape, not inebriated and passed out and taken advantage of, but folks who are literally voluntarily, terrorizing people's lives, and it's captured on video and they wear it as a symbol of pride.
I kind of hate that mentality. Just because someone else gets away with doing things that are wrong, it doesn't make it right for you to do it as well. If that's the case, then might as well we just let the whole world fall into utter chaos. It's just an embarrassing situation for his family, and he should have considered that. Whether or not he and his wife agreed that he could play around during the course of their marriage, which I really don't buy. They have kids to consider now. He is trying to make a difference in the country as a politician. That is not the time to go on a bender and meet up with an escort. Yes, he ended up not becoming governor, so he could have been upset about that, but that still was not the time. What is the point of being married if you can't even keep the vows you made? Just remain single then. Then you can explore your sexuality as much as you want. And I personally don't think his wife knew what he was up to. I doubt he left out saying, "Okay, honey, I'm about to go get laid. See you when I get back." I'm not even sure if she knew he was bisexual, but she insists that she was aware before marriage. That's their story, and they are sticking with that. It could very well be true. I just don't buy it. What do you guys think? Did she know about it, or is she just making this up to save face? And this is a lot for many black men to unpack and to own up to, especially when you're trying to portray a well put together family in order to make political moves. I just don't buy that they had this conversation before they got married. Unless of course she caught him in a compromising situation earlier on in the marriage and then they came to this agreement. But hey, maybe I'm wrong and they had their own agreement worked out from the beginning that he can do his thing as long as he doesn't get caught. Too bad that didn't quite work out. I felt like she worked most of her adult life towards this goal of him becoming successful in politics. It was her goal just as much as it was his, and she's not about to go down like this after all she put into it and all she sacrificed. I mean, he was being touted as the next Obama, the next great hope for black people, so this could have been a huge thing. He came up around the same time as Stacey Abrams, who was running for the Georgia seat while he was running for governor of Florida. If he had won, that would have made him the first black governor of Florida. He was making big moves, so after this huge scandal hit the news, I'm sure it was not easy for him and his family to just accept that. I guess they both aren't going down without a fight. As I said back when it first happened though, I feel it for those kids because this is just becoming a spectacle. But what do you guys think about everything? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video. Also turn on your notifications so that whenever I post a new video, you're the first to know. Until next time.